Imagine that inside your ear right now there is a sticky substance, sometimes yellow, unpleasant in appearance, and perhaps even disgusting to you. But what if I told you that this very substance is one of the smartest protective systems in your body? What if the thing you try to clean away every day with irritation is actually the first line of defense that prevents bacteria, dust, and tiny insects from reaching the deepest part of your ear? Earwax, as it is medically known, is not dirty waste as many people think. It is the result of a precise system working silently every day. Earwax forms inside the outer ear canal from special glands called ceruminous glands, which are modified sweat glands that secrete a fatty substance mixed with dead skin cells, dust, and tiny particles that enter the ear. These components gradually combine to form what we see as a waxy material. The process is not random, but organized. The skin inside the ear canal slowly moves outward like a very delicate conveyor belt, carrying the wax and everything trapped in it. This is a remarkable self-cleaning mechanism that many people do not even know exists. A question that may come to your mind now: if earwax is beneficial, why do we sometimes feel that it is annoying or causes blockage? Here the factor of quantity and handling comes in. Under normal conditions, the body produces the right amount that exits naturally. But when we try to insert cotton swabs or tools into the ear, we often push the wax inward instead of removing it. It then accumulates near the eardrum and may cause a feeling of fullness or temporary hearing reduction. The problem is not the wax itself, but our incorrect interference. From a scientific perspective, earwax has antibacterial and antifungal properties. Its fatty composition makes the environment inside the ear canal slightly acidic, which prevents the growth of many microorganisms. Some studies have found that wax contains compounds that help inhibit harmful bacteria. In other words, it is not just a mechanical barrier, but a chemical one as well. Its stickiness also helps trap dust and small insects before they reach deeper areas. There is also an interesting fact. Not all people produce the same type of wax. There are genetic differences that make some people have wet and soft wax, while others have dry and flaky wax. This difference is linked to a specific gene that affects the nature of secretions. Researchers have even noticed associations between wax type and certain other physical traits, making earwax a small example of our broader biological diversity. But what about complete blockage? Can wax become dangerous? In some cases, yes. If it accumulates in very large amounts and does not exit naturally, it may lead to blockage that causes pain, ringing in the ears, or temporary hearing loss. In such cases, it is preferable to remove the blockage using safe medical methods, such as irrigation with special solutions or medical suction, rather than using sharp tools that could injure the ear canal or the eardrum. The ear is a very sensitive organ, and even a small scratch in the canal's skin can open the door to a painful infection. Another important question: why does wax sometimes increase? There are many factors, such as prolonged use of earphones, which prevent natural ventilation and push wax inward, or the use of earplugs, or even the natural shape of the ear canal, if it is narrow. Stress may also have an indirect effect, as the body under pressure can alter the pattern of some gland secretions, even if that is not always the main factor. From an interesting evolutionary perspective, the presence of earwax is considered an ancient protective mechanism. Over thousands of years, protecting hearing from dust and insects was essential for survival. The ear canal is a relatively open passage, and any biological system with an opening to the outside world needs defense. The eye has tears, the nose has mucus, and the ear has wax. The principle is the same: trap particles before they cause harm. You may wonder, should the ear be cleaned at all? The simple answer: not from the inside. Cleaning the outer part of the ear is sufficient in most cases. The body is programmed to manage the inside on its own. If there is no blockage or clear symptoms, it is better to let the natural system function without interference. Sometimes the best care is not to interfere. It is also interesting that some people feel anxiety or disgust when seeing earwax, even though it is completely natural. This is related to how we perceive things that come out of the body, as we automatically classify them as waste, even if they serve a protective function. Understanding the real role of wax can completely change that perception. In the end, earwax is not a flaw in the body, but evidence that there is a silent system working to protect you every day without you asking it to. It is a delicate balance between secretion, self-cleaning, and chemical protection. When you understand the mechanism, disgust turns into amazement and irritation turns into appreciation. The next time you think about inserting a cotton swab into your ear, remember that what you are trying to remove might be exactly what is protecting you from harm. Your body does not operate randomly. Even the small, sticky things we dislike may be part of an extraordinarily intelligent biological design.